So when we get the budget, this is what it looks like. And at the top of the spreadsheet, we have our income. Now I have several categories here, only because some people like to segregate their categories. So for instance, I work outside and I also do mentoring. And I also do workshops. So I can have the three categories. The three categories: I work outside, I have my mentoring and workshops. And you can also have other ones. Now, what this allows to do is for you to see the income that comes in per type of job that you do. On the bottom here, we have the beginning balance. So this will be the beginning balance for all your accounts, the deposits that were made for the week, the expenses for the week, and the ending balance. Now this ending balance will carry over to here, and we will have a running beginning balance. If you go to the bottom of the spreadsheet, we have the categories too, which are your expenses, and you can change these categories as you wish to tailor it to your particular budget. And you can also add rows or delete rows. So if you wanted to add a row, let's say you wanted to have another category here, you click on the row, you can right click, or you can do edit, insert, and row above or row below. So let's say we wanted to do a row above, we can do that. Then we take the top row, we can copy it, and we can go here, edit, and paste. And then we can just change the category to whatever. Let's say, say travel. I don't know why, just feel like traveling. So, and then we, what we do next is that we can come up here and we can put in what we plan to make for the week, for the month. So the plan section is actually our budget, whatever we plan to make for the month. So let's say this one's 2,000. Let's say this one's 500. Say this one's 1,000. And so this is what our projection is. We plan on making this income. And we go to the bottom and we do the same. Let's say rent, let's say rent's 1,500. Groceries, maybe like 600. Eating out might be another 200. Transit, maybe that's like 400. Entertainment could be 50, and not 50, 150. Whatever we do for volunteering, subscriptions could be like $15, depending on what you have, and so forth. And so this ends up being what your budget is for the month. If the lines, as you can see here, this one is a little too small. If it's a little too small, you come here. When your cursor turns to that, you see how it changes? You can open it a little bit so you can include it. You can also double click when the cursor becomes those two little arrows, and it will automatically adjust your column to what you need. Now, once you do that, you can begin entering your expenses into the tab. So as you can see at the bottom, 9.3 is the first tab for the first week. 9.10, 9.17, and 9.24 will be for all the weeks. So you can go to 9.3 and you can start entering your expenses. So let's say we have a balance of $2,000, which that would be, sorry, I just want to put my numbers in here, my decimals. So this will be the amount that you have in your bank account, the balance of your bank account prior to you beginning to enter your expenses. So this one was for 9/3, so it would be the previous week. So let's say 8/30, 2001 is our first transaction. If that's the first transaction, then your balance is going to be what it is on 8/29. And that's what you put here. Now, so let's say on 8/30, I want to change this to just the date. So 8/30, let's say we went to the store and we bought $100 worth of groceries. And then our category is going to be groceries. So once you start typing in, you'll see that it'll automatically come up, put in groceries. And as you put in the amount here, the balance will start reducing. Now, let's say we also decided to go out that night. And we spent another, like, let's say we spent $50 on eating out. And so now I'm putting in very general terms here, like groceries and eating out. But for instance, for groceries, you can put in Whole Foods, Stop and Shop, or whatever the grocery store name it is. Eating out would be obviously the name of the restaurant. Then let's say August 31st comes along and rent is due. So we put in rent, our landlord's name or company, and then we put in rent. Of course, the rent could also be mortgage. So if you have a mortgage, then it would be whatever your mortgage is. And then let's say we got paid. So then it's 8/31. And let's say we got paid $2,000. It's my outside, the company I work for outside. And then we put in outside. And as you can see, the totals are updating as you put the information. Now, how does this relate to the summary page? So once we've entered the information here, we can look on the summary and we can see that we have $2,000 that came in. If we go to the bottom, rent came in, 100 for groceries and 50 for eating out. Now, one thing I forgot to mention with this tab is that not only do you have your checking account, but we also have cash. So let's say we go to the ATM and we take out $60. So let's say on 9/1, we take out 60. And so ATM, what I like to do here is we transfer this to cash. So it'd be cash transfers. Now, what this really means is that we're taking money out of our checking account and we're actually depositing it into our cash. So you could pretty much just copy the same thing. Copy this to here, Control V. So when you copy, you highlight and you can hit Control C to copy. And when you come down, you can hit Control V. And that way you'll copy everything. Now, since this is a deposit, this is going to be a negative amount. So you're actually going to put 60 here. The reason why I like to do ATMs in this fashion is because I want to net these two to be 0 and just have the transactions, just list the transactions with the $60. So that way you don't have two separate categories on the summary page. Now cash works the same way. Let's say on 9/1, we took out the money and then we decided we went out to eat again. So we spent $30 eating out. Yeah. And as you can see, it's reducing our balance as well. And when we go to the summary, our eating out has changed to reflect what we just put in. And also our cash transfers, which are at the bottom, are going to show 0. And that's it for this video. I just wanted to show what we do when we first get the spreadsheet. Our beginning balance here is going to be what we have here. So we started with a beginning balance of 2,000. So we're going to put it in here, 2,000. Now, this is the only time that you're going to have to put in the amount. Other than that, it's going to show automatically because this is feeding off of this. Okay, that's it for now. Thank you for watching.